Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to YouTube. I am your host, Whale Cow, and together we are continuing our Predator campaign. Rat Tail Boy is still not here due to technical issues on his end, but he will be along for the next video. For now, however, let us go to Season 1, Race 10, where we'll be finishing up that season with a race in Black Sea. So as you can see, I've already got everything set up. Car setups are pretty good. Santa Ana had 98, so excellence across the board. Evans was just off, so I made sure to do some small changes, which is why he's really not sure about this. As you can see, we're playing the long game. We're hitting Santa Ana lap 5. Evans is gonna hold on straight through lap 6. It is a 15 lap race, so that should give us plenty of leeway on the second and third legs. So let's get started. Evans starting pretty far ahead as usual. I really hope putting Santa Ana in despite her injury was a good choice. It could end poorly if we're not careful. It's 44 degrees right now, so pretty cold. Shouldn't be too much trouble for the tires. We're gridlocked right now. Santa Ana's ahead of Evans, who's dropping like a stone. We shouldn't expect Santa Ana to do too well either because her fitness is in the toilet. Ultimately, the goal of this race is to get across the finish line. Which is really depressing to say, but, well, there it is. Next season, though, we'll be starting with better parts, and we'll hopefully have better drivers lined up. It should be a show next season. Also, things are going to get done faster because with an upgrade, we'll double the amount of workers in the factory, effectively doubling what we can do with our parts. Although we managed pretty well this season. But that's just, you know, my opinion. Doing this on my own is kind of boring. But he was able. My associate Rat Tail was able to shoot me a text to let me know what we should be doing. It was pretty straightforward, but I need to defer to his judgment because we agreed at the start that he'd be doing most of the management stuff and I'd be handling the races. Alright. We're gonna move Santa Ana up to overtake and attack. And we're gonna pit her this race. I mean this lap, excuse me. Alright, so she'll have 10 to go. So for now, let's be safe. Switch her over to mediums. Notice how even our safe has a 7% risk of failure. The pit crews are just that tired. We're gonna risk a balanced though. Alright, Santa Ana is pitting. Now let's prepare Evans's pit. Let's do the same thing with him as with Santa Ana. If it looks okay, last leg we'll switch him over to softs. For now, let's bring his fuel up to high. Santa Ana's looking good on her pit stop. Yep, we're good. Oh, safety car. Sabado crashed. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Alright. We'll bring Santa Ana down to low. And then Evans is going to pit this lap no matter what happens because he needs to. I suppose we better not risk him running low short the finish line. Oh, it's starting to rain. Neglected to look at that. Silly me. That means we should pit Evans for inters when he goes in. And there's no point in not taking the risk. I mean, here we are. Should Santa Ana pit though, because it's gonna get kinda wet. I'm thinking she'll do a quick pit. And then we'll be sure to burn the gas extra hard after this car's in. Alright, Evans is good. He's leaving the pits and lining up with all the other losers who have to wait behind the safety car. Alright, Evans is up there. We can drop the tires down to conserve. Engine down to low. Let's do the same for Santa Ana. We'll have to watch the graining on the tires though, because the relatively low temperatures are gonna make it harder to keep heat in them. But I think we're looking pretty set for the rest of the race. Once it gets up to lap 11, 12, we will have to definitely pit for wets. It's going to be a torrential downpour at that point. Alright, safety cars gonna go into the garage after this lap. We better start bringing the tires back up to neutral. They're starting to cool too much. Here we are, just in a line. Boy, this bumper-to-bumper traffic, I'll tell ya. Alright, some people already out on wets, but we've got the tire edge on most of the competition. Gotta bring the tires up to push. Alright. Alright. The safety car is off the track. Let's bring both of our drivers up to overtake and attack. We'll be pitting very shortly with them. How shortly? Well, let's take a look. At the end of lap 9, Evans will have 6 laps to go. That means we'll be pushing it a bit, but we have to get him on wets at the most opportune time possible. That rain really snuck up on all of us. Look at it, like it's just totally fine and suddenly whomp, tsunami. Alright, now do I want to pit Evans here or should I wait a lap? I should pit Evans here. Alright, switch over to wets. We're gonna need exactly 6 laps of fuel to finish this then. And we'll do fast because we're hashtag risky. Alright, and then next lap we're pitting Santa Ana. We'll also give her the max. We need to watch out because fuel's a bit low. We'll step it down to balanced in terms of risk. Alright, Evans' pit stop is in progress. Successful stop. Okay. And in this weather we can bring the tires up to push. All that's left is to hope Santa Ana doesn't crash between here and the pit lane. Black Sea is renowned for its really, really rough turns. Like this one coming right up here, that is a 90-degree angle. Alright. Anna's pitting. I've gotten a lot better about remembering every detail for the pits lately, but of course that's kind of been a thing of necessity. Alright, refueling is complete. We'll bring her down to high to make sure she's got enough fuel. Alright. Okay, so if we keep it up at this rate, we'll have a decent finish. And one important thing to note about season finals is that currently points are doubled. So if Evans is able to finish in like 11th or 12th, that'll be a huge step up over teams like ZRT or Race Team China. Bring Santa Ana up to full burn. Bring Evans back to neutral on the tires. It's the endurance game, especially in this weather. Surprised more people haven't crashed, actually. Alright, then let's bring Evans up to high. By the end of the race, some of these cars are going to be running on bare rims. Oh, they're switching back to inners for the last leg. We don't really have the luxury of doing that, so we're going to need to sort of hang on till the end of this thing. Alright. We better bring Santa Ana down to high shortly. About there. They've both gone down to the point where they've just got just enough fuel, so medium's gonna have to do it. They'll probably run out of fuel just short of the finish line as it is. Once it gets to the last lap, we'll take a look at that. Should be enough, though. Alright. One thing that drives me crazy about Garuda racing is that they always manage like a middle or upper finish, even though their drivers are terrible, just because their cars are ridiculously good. Alright. Across the finish line. Okay, Evans, we want you to not come in 12th, so why not go crazy? Okay. Alright. 11th and 13th. That's pretty good, especially given our track record for the season overall. Although we did get 2nd and 3rd last race somehow. But whatever, good race. John's daughter comes in 1st. Normally she wouldn't, but that safety car really shook things up. Alright, now the winding down phase. And that will be the end of the season. Finally. Towards the end of the first season with Predator, it really feels like you're not racing on your own team and you're kinda stuck with these mediocre guys, but the first preseason you go through, you get to really make some decisions that'll improve Predator for the better. Santa Ana moved up to 16th place because of the double points. She's now ahead of the entirety of ZRT, but that makes her happy. We only came in 10th by 10 points, so closer than I was expecting. Let's check out our fake book. Carlo Mengali doesn't like Andre Sabato. Amanda Cavalcanti insists that it was a great weekend. This fellow wants to marry Etta John's daughter. Mustafa El Sadat, happy that his parts hung on, I guess. We came in 6th in that race. Evans's morale's up 20%. I guess that's good. Darren Luff couldn't be happier. We're up by 1.33 in marketability, so that's really good. Alright. And we made 853,000 big ones. Building up a bit of a nest egg for the preseason, and we're gonna need it. And Asia Pacific and Worlds are done. Alright. The 2016 winner was Sergio Arbeloa of Eastwood Motorsport. So they'll be moving up at the expense of a different team once all is told. Alright, now let's do the cleanups to end the season off. Alright. Let's do this interview. Simple question, which one of your drivers is better? In S Santa Ana, it's obvious. Even though she had a wounded neck, she was still able to end it in what, 11th? That was pretty good. Alright, somehow, despite the fact that our men were falling over themselves, we still got 0 pit mistakes with 5 pit stops. Alright. Stereotypical Russian Vladimir Ivanov collects team trophy for Eastwood. Alright. And looking at the calendar here, the championship promotion and the end of championship is in just a few days. So we've got a day or two to tap on our parts. Actually about a week. The preseason starts the following Tuesday. And then there's just this massively long time until it's time to prepare the car for the next season. During that time, we need to watch out for contracts ending and for the drivers we want accepting contracts. So at that point, I went way over, didn't I? So at that point, it'll be time to make the tough calls. By tough calls, I mean tough calls that we already took care of. But that is all in the future. An excellent season, at least for the start of our careers. We look forward to giving you guys a show in Season 2 and beyond. So, until next time, this has been Whale Cow, and I will see you later.